Good morning. Today with us is someone who is my mentor and I really look up to and who I admire for his achievements and his resilient character, the CEO of Elite Estates Private Limited, Mr. Tarek Hamdy. Sir, special thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Usman. Very good morning to you as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for those kind words.
We're sitting here at the Golf Center, the Golf Academy, and I very vividly remember that almost 15 months back, you parked your car right here and said this is where you want to make the Golf Academy. How did you envision this idea and what was the motivation behind it?
I have to say that I get inspired and the ideas from actually my team. So the general manager of the club and the whole golf operation, Marjana Moko, she has actually spoken about golf academy and top golf kind of operation with simulators and plenty of activities related to the golf members and the players and all of that. And accordingly, she has pitched this idea to me, which I liked very much. And then we launched the design. And this is how we got it done. So basically the idea, like you get inspired by your team usually. Yeah. And this was a great idea and the realization is even greater.
You were a very integral part of the design of this Golf Academy. And which particular area stands out for you?
I think that the Golf Academy, just the idea of being in front of the driving range with these fantastic views and especially the second floor up where you have the view of the golf course and you can enjoy yourself. I think that still I am very much attached to the scenery, the landscapes and the views from the natural sceneries that we have from the driving range itself.
Do you think the golf center has been delivered as per your expectations?
Oh yes, absolutely. I think that the golf center that we have built together is the best piece and is the most successful piece of real estate that we have here at 18. It is very impressive and it has delivered above our expectation and above the expectations of even the members. And a lot of people, they say that this is similar to a lot of facilities that they have seen in the West and in the Mean Golf Center, even though a lot of them even mentioned that this is even better than any facility they have visited before.
Wow, that's nice. I've noticed that 18, and you in particular, focus a lot on offering amenities and a lifestyle at 18 as compared to other developers who primarily focus on the sales. Why is that so?
Well, the vision of Aura, the vision of our main sponsor, Naguib Sawiris, who's always thought about quality and lifestyle, was from the very beginning to build on less land, to be less dense, and to build on 16% of the land instead of going and building on 80% of the land. So basically, we've created 18 with a minimum supply of units, but to create a lot of area for spaces. Like the golf course represents 34% of the land. And we have green areas for 17%, and then we have roads for another 11%. So if you look at it, basically, we built only on 16%, and that's about the lifestyle. So it's not about the gains, but it's a flagship. You come in, you do the project, you still make money, but you can also provide people with an experience that they will never forget and an investment for a lifetime.
My next question is very similar to this again. Like, how do you want your clients to perceive 18? It won't be just a housing project. It's like a lifestyle they want to be part of. So how do you perceive 18?
We've always perceived 18 in a way that this is the place where people want to live, a place where they would invest, a place where they would relate. So some of them would be expats living abroad in the US and they would want to come back to relocate in their own country. So that would be the place that I always dreamed of. It's a place to reflect or to relate to wherever they were. And they would come in and live. We don't, most of the project of real estate, they'll offer not only an investment opportunity, but people will flip the units, resell them and all of this. I would like our tenants to have this investment for their kids and their grandchildren and to live here and to have their legacy at 18.
Wow. We all know that real estate is going through a rough phase right now. How are you coping with this?
Look, the real estate sector, since we came here 6-7 years ago, has been going through a very rough patch. There's a supply chain problem. There is a ban on letter of credits for imports of good material. There is a lot of problems, geopolitical and issues that would close the roads, limit the resources, and all of that. I think that with our partners, and the ones that really helped us, like you, we've countered a lot of these problems. We've worked through very difficult conditions. It wasn't easy to achieve that, but at the end of the day, the result is good. If you ask me exactly how we did it, I think it's a lot of hard work, but it's a lot of dedication as well from the likes of OCPL, the likes of your kind of character that would work day and night to make this happen. This golf center specifically was delivered in a 6-month time, like no other building, I think, would have been built and finished and fitted this way. This is what we have been lucky, blessed with. And at the same time, I think that the design was really good. So it actually made the life of everyone quite easy compared to if there are scopes in the design and scope gaps and all of this.
With the raising, again, the same part, the inflation and the cost going up for the construction, a lot of developers, I personally know, have stopped their projects in the middle right now. And you kept going. What was the motivation to keep going in these conditions?
Well, I'll tell you that keep going. I'm very attached to this project. I've been here for 7 years, and I think that this country has a huge potential. And the motivation was always that we've selected, and our team is very dedicated as well. So I think that I owe it to my team as well, that we have kept going as a team in like all together, one hand, to develop this project. But we got inspired by our sponsors as well, who are very serious, whether it's the Safe family or it's the Sawiras family or our developers. As I said before, the gains were not the main objective of this project. Yes, of course, we have lost a lot of money because of this devaluation of the currency, because of the inflation. But yet again, delivering the dream was the most and the ultimate objective. So losing some money, yes, but we have vowed that we will finish this project, we'll deliver the units and all of that. We are late, but we will deliver.
Wow, inshallah, So as a CEO, it's very challenging to keep yourself motivated, and with these circumstances around you, to keep the team motivated. How do you manage this, and how do you unwind?
18 in itself, with all its vast greenery areas and this sports complex like this academy that has plenty of amenities, in addition to the sports complex, I do play football, I do play some tennis, some paddle tennis in 18. I spend most of my time in 18, but we also have at home about 12 cats and some stray dogs, which is rescue dogs. And this, I think, has relieved me from the negative energy. I need to add as well that the people in Pakistan are very warm. I have been surrounded by very nice, smiling people, positive people, who are very warm, who are sincere. That kept us going.
Wow. I would like to congratulate you on the NOC and the permission for the access. How tough it has been?
Look, it has been extremely tough, but it was always going in the right direction. It just took very long time because of the bureaucracy. Maybe because I always said that, there is not one body that would help on achieving the approvals like most of the country. Lately, just about a year ago, the SIFC has been formed, which has actually, let's say, has brought all the opinions together, resolved the issues between the authorities and all the scopes and all the observations that needed to be fulfilled. And we finally got it. I am very grateful to SIFC. I'm very grateful to NHA and all the authorities and the people who have worked on that. But it has been very tough. And I am sure that going forward, the aim in Pakistan is to facilitate for the investors these kind of issues, but we got it, and it's called 18 interchange.
Wow.
So it's going to add a lot of value to this development and facilitate actually the access, not only for 18. You need to know that this access is serving Supreme Court, Beacon House, Faisal Town, plenty of the Farma village kind of, and even the Bajnial. Everyone is going to use this access. There's more than 20 society actually benefiting from this, and I think like 50,000 inhabitants around.
Wow. Did you have that give up moment during your role here when you thought you cannot do it anymore?
I don't think I've had this moment. I've had ups and downs. I've had a bit of, depressive moments, specifically during the pandemic and all of that. But we did manage, you know, in life, everything is difficult. The road to success is always uphill. It's never downhill. So you keep telling yourself this, then you cuddle a cat and you go again.
Yeah. Tell us about that one specific achievement or moment in 18 so far that you're proud of. Like, yes, I have done this. Like, this is the big achievement for me.
I think that when I see our clubhouse, our golf course, our sports complex, this academy, this combination in general, it's the heart of 18.
Yeah.
It's really, I'm very proud of how homogeneous it has been done, how organic, how related, how connected, and the quality of the amenities here, specifically on these elements. We have been deceived in some of our buildings because of some of the material problems or delays and all of that. But in this complex specifically, and whether it's the clubhouse or the golf center, the sports complex, the tennis courts and all of that, it's actually rejuvenating to come here every day, pass by, have a walk. You're talking about tantalizing, fantastic 9 holes golf course that's been built already. The academy here and the golf center overlooking the golf course, it's really, it keeps us alive and it keeps the hope very high. If we can achieve this here, we can achieve much more everywhere else in the country.
Definitely. What is the future of 18? How do you envision it?
Well, 18 was always meant to be one-off project. However, we are thinking of expansion. Expansion in terms of residential, expansion across the road, just a minute away, just over the flyover of the interchange. We are thinking of partnering with DHA. We've been very fond of their brand. They've been very fond of our brand. We're looking at possibilities around the other side of the Srinagar highway. We're looking at possibilities where the Italian interchange is. We just want to make sure that when we partner with someone who recognizes the brand, the essence of the brand, and we have a certain equity now to this brand that we need to preserve. At the same time, we have a lifestyle that needs to always be offered because that's why people buy in 18.
That's the brand actually. Okay, now, I would want to know, why did you give OCPL a chance to work in 18?
Well, to be honest, OCPL have been the best performer in 18 by far. And I'm being very honest, we have other contractors. They faced a lot of challenges and all of that, but however, OCPL had the biggest, let's say, atu, or like we say, the biggest edge of OCPL is that you guys have the ability to overcome every circumstance. If there is riots, if a closure of road, if there is lack of material, you always find solution to deliver and deliver on time. The quality as well of OCPL in terms of the finish, whether it's high quality finish or it's retail kind of consumer and finish is really good. And you deliver. And the most important thing that I think that OCPL, the advantage of OCPL is that you communicate with us and you understand basically what we want to achieve. You understand our ethos, our brand ethos. You understand what the brand wants to deliver. And I think that you've done that perfectly well.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a tough question to ask from our perspective, but we would really want to know. Could you please share a particular area of improvement for us?
A particular area of improvement.
And be brutally honest you can.
Yes, I mean, I think that within the resources that you have in Pakistan and within the resources that are available for the construction industry in general, you've done pretty well. You cannot achieve better. However, I think that what would be good would be to expand maybe internationally in some of the countries in the Middle East, because I think that OCPL has the potential of working in places like Dubai and Emirates and I mean Emirates, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia even. I think that this is the level of quality and achievement and speed, efficiency that you can actually really take. And I'm sure that with the resources available over there, I think that you will do even better than here.
Thank you. We're working on both the countries now, actually, Dubai as well as...
That's good to hear, yeah.
Okay, can you provide your feedback on your experience working with me? Because you know me as a person, as a project manager, until here, my journey, you know me very well.
You have, I mean, you have a quality that I like, that I personally use. And this quality is that you like to be involved. You're not the boss, you're not the owner that is sitting on his desk looking at some Excel sheets and some documents or making some decisions. If I was doing this, 18 wouldn't have been built the way it was. I had to be mobile, I had to be dynamic, I had to be moving everywhere. I had to be into the detail without being centralized. I think that you have two qualities. The first quality is that you move around, you are interested yourself, you can do everything on your own, but you also delegate. And you have formed a very good team of individuals that are able to take the responsibility and are able to deliver. And I think that these two qualities, that's why maybe you and I, we function well together, because we're both active, we're both dynamic, we're both hands-on. And at the end of the day, we want to finish things very quickly and we want to overcome all the problems. So there's no problem, there's always a solution. So I think this is your best quality.
This is actually what I learned from you back in 2017 when we first met. This is what I took from you.
But there is one thing that you do better than me, is that you work out maybe more and you are
but you're more active in the sports.
More in shape, but I play football definitely better than you.
Yes, definitely. My last question. Steve Jobs said that life is understood looking backwards. How true it is for you, and how do you look at it from the perspective of 18?
You know, I agree. When you go through a project, whether you've done this golf academy for us or I go through the project the past 7 years, there are a lot of things that you do spontaneously. You do because you're there in the heat of the moment. But when I look at them, I learn from it how this person behaved and how we should select our best performers. What are the things that you want to do and what you shouldn't be doing? Where are the mistakes and all of that? So when you look backwards, you always see all the good things, you see all the mistakes. You always sometimes surprise yourself, how did I achieve that? And sometimes you even beat yourself on things that you shouldn't have done and that you should have done better. So life is about improvement, right? And you can only improve by looking backwards. You cannot improve by saying, okay, what happened, let's proceed. No, you have to study and analyze what's backwards so that you can understand the future.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the time. You know, you've been a big inspiration. I keep telling everyone that how you manage. I remember the nights you've been up arranging events here for the annual visits and everything, and you're a big inspiration to everyone.
Thank you very much. Sir. Thank you, sir. I mean, thank you very much for hosting me. Thank you very much for those kind words. I appreciate that, and I really feel good. And I would have done another couple of hours talking to you easy about your efficiency and what you achieved for us, and I'm very grateful, and I would like to thank you personally.
Thank you, sir. But know this thing, every day you're an inspiration to me. So, and I treat you, and I tell everyone I have one mentor, and his name is Tarek Hamdy.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, sir.
I'm humbled. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.